As well as making the props for the show, where there are elements of the scenery that aren't made out of timber or metalwork, we'll often get involved in those areas. And that would be something like trees or architectural mouldings. A really good example of that lately has been the Major Barbara bombs, which was a prop, but there were so many of them that really you'd call that scenery.
Quite a lot of stuff is produced by the carpentry department, producing polystyrene mouldings, but when you get to sculptural elements within that, then they come to us and we'll produce those. We can do that in a number of either smaller scale or really quite large scale objects. If it's a one-off, if it's a single item, then we do a straight polystyrene carve, and that will then be coated and used. Or if there's multiple objects, multiple pieces of the same object, we then make a mould, a plaster mould. Then to that we do a latex lining and then backfill with a two-part soft expanding foam, which enables us to pull really quite complex shapes out of moulds. And they're quite lightweight, obviously being foam, so they can then be easily glued to set panels and hoisted quite high up in the air with safety, so they're not going to fall off onto anybody, and they don't weigh a lot, so if they're flying that particular piece out, they don't add substantially to the weight. We could produce 3 of those quickly and economically, and they were lightweight, so they're very high up on the set, and it doesn't produce a load onto the set.